I want to talk now about AGS and its ecosystem services. First, I want to set the context. Let's understand that millions of people are needlessly dying, and tens of millions of people are needlessly suffering due to the lack of appropriate healthcare and life science solutions. There's a tremendous suffering and need in this world, and we can make a difference here. Personally, I come out of a family of doctors and scientists who have committed their lives to make a difference. And myself, I also have committed myself to focus on life science and healthcare to make a difference. There are many challenges in life science and healthcare. The problem is that it is so massive that it can be intimidating and people give up. Or they simply keep to their areas and just say, well, I just do as much as I can. And that's it. But what we need is breakthrough, and that is only possible through collaboration. Different players have to work together in order to make a difference. No company in this world alone can resolve healthcare and life science issues. It requires too much expertise so that it can be handled by one company. We all have to work together. But the impact and the results that we can achieve is massive. We literally can dedicate our lives to save and improve the lives of hundreds of millions of people. The challenge in life science, developing, for example, pharmaceutical drugs or developing better treatments, is that it requires the expertise of many different disciplines. Data needs to be gathered. Processes need to do the work. Medical science have to provide the doctoral input, whereas computer scientists have to get involved to run models, to leverage AI, advanced analytics. A big challenge are regulation and compliance, regulatory body, legal bodies that get involved and put stipulations. And then there's all the different equipment, hardware systems that contribute big value, but at the same time need to be somehow brought together, administrated, managed in order to handle that colossal undertaking. And this is where myself, as well as experts of AGS and of my own personal network, we get involved and we work with the individuals, the different companies, bring them together, exchange thoughts, exchange best practices, develop a dialogue or a multi-dialogue between the different stakeholders, collect viewpoints, and constantly try to innovate, bring different perspectives together. This is a massive undertaking, very challenging, and it requires people with an end-to-end holistic understanding of life science and healthcare industry. There are few people in the industry. Myself, I am counted among those people. Why? Because I had the opportunity to work on so many different projects, engage with so many experts, get their perspective, work together on efforts. So this is how I personally can make a contribution. But we need to be humble, we need to constantly work together, we need to share knowledge, and we need to be willing to even beyond company boundaries, and even in collaboration at times with competition and competitors, have to think about what can we do together to solve these problems. makes the cake bigger and share it, rather than everyone trying to deal with a little small cake and fight over it. We have an obligation to serve people and save human lives. So every industry is impacted by digital transformation, is disrupted by new business models. I had the opportunity to work in the technology industry, which actually allows me to bring many best practices to life science and healthcare. My opinion is life science is the most challenging, the most demanding industry, if I count together life science and healthcare together. And thus we need to and only can be successful if we work together in collaboration in an ecosystem. And that brings me already to where AGS, myself, get involved. We work with different key players in the industry to shape solution. That means dealing with equipment vendors. There are many different sophisticated equipments necessary across the research, across the development, across the manufacturing, the distribution, the sales and compliance issues to track, to produce, to manage, to monitor. These equipments need to be managed. At the same time, there need to be the technologies in order to advance technologies like RPA, like advanced analytics, AI, to drive more insights, to automate decision making, to identify faster information, more effective way, more quality insights. And then there is the need to work with different service companies to provide all valuable services, but piecing those together to serve overall the end-to-end journey of a patient, of a doctor, of a hospital. And then there's many different domain experts who add value and can drive a significance in developing solutions. All those need to be brought together. Myself, I have invested considerable time in talking to hundreds of experts and leaders every year in the life science and healthcare industry to talk about the issues, about the problems, about potential best practices of solving those, looking at cutting edge projects, and thus having the ability to help clients shape solutions within the ecosystem. If this makes sense and you have an interest need in ecosystem in the life science healthcare industry, I'm happy to have a conversation with you. On the right hand side you see the WeChat QR code. Please scan and connect with me and or send me a personal email. I look forward to talking with you.